Right, so I'm here with Sarah and Kai, who are the founders and the lifeblood of Takedown Festival. How are you guys doing?
We're great after that intro. Best
Yeah,
intro ever.
quite tired for Lifeblood, but it was a nice intro. We're very much in the throes of takedown admin right now, being 3 weeks out. So apologies if we seem weary.
No, that's fine. I'm assuming pretty much all festivals at this sort of time is hectic, to say the least. The final preparations for a massive comeback. Like, this is a ridiculous lineup, isn't it?
Yeah, we're pretty pleased with it. It's post pandemic, we were never quite sure how many of the big names we were going to be able to get in after 8 years off. But cautiously optimistic. We've done all right.
So why now? Because obviously Takedown was a festival that we loved in Southampton, and then obviously it was it 2015 or 2016 was the last one. I think it was 15 was the very last one. Was it?
2015 was the
Yeah.
last one.
So why bring back Takedown now?
Well, I mean, a couple of reasons, really. I mean, I was working for a different employer for about 7 years, and Takedown got shelved and just didn't really fit with what we were doing at the time. So in the last year, I've gone freelance again. And my lovely wife has joined me in this ridiculous industry. It was Sarah's idea originally. My first thoughts were, we've just come out of a pandemic and no one's got any money. What a ridiculous idea. And she dared me to poke the bear. So I went onto social media and made a couple of passing comments just to make people think it was alive. And it went off like a rocket. And I thought, well, okay, maybe there's something to it. There's certainly nothing like it in this part of the world. Maybe it needs us back. And it seems that that was the case.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome to have back, because it was one of those things when we started seeing like all the little hints that it was coming back. We're like, yes, Takedown, and then to bring it back and to the size you're bringing it as well is massive. Because obviously we used to at Southampton University, but now Portsmouth Guildhall, an even bigger stage.
Yeah, more stages as well. So unfortunately, we just couldn't make the Southampton location work anymore this time round, for various different reasons. And when we approached Portsmouth Guildhall, they made it very easy for us to choose them as a partner for the event. So much so to the effect that we have a 5-year plan for Takedown now, for it to grow and become bigger and better each year, and larger capacities and different stages, and just to try lots of different things. So although this year looks amazing and is amazing and will be amazing, 2024 is going to be even bigger and better.
Yeah, this is just a prototype, really.
I mean, that's amazing. The fact that we're already talking about 2024 is awesome news.
Yeah, the fact that we're already working on it is also equal parts soul destroying and thrilling.
So with 2023, who was the first act that you got booked?
Oh, that's a good question. They all sort of happened within about a week of each other, and it all sort of organically snowballed, didn't it? Really?
Yeah, I think a lot of the mid card came together quite quickly. Like, I already set out that I wanted to get a few nods to Takedown's past in there, as well as mixing it up with a lot of contemporary acts. So we were already gunning for Skindred, who headlined in the past. We wanted In Me back because it's another anniversary for Overgrown Eden, which they actually did 10 years ago, 2013. I think sort of In Me and Loathe and a few of those bands came in first, and then the rest just sort of snowballed around it.
I think at the embryonic stages, we were talking to our home slices like Seething Akira and Dendera and saying, would you be interested if we could make this happen? Because being a South Coast event, we want as many South Coast connected bands as we can possibly get. And those guys would champion it right from the off, which was great for us.
Yeah. I love the fact that Skindred are back. I know 20 years of Overgrown Eden. Just, I can't believe the album's that old. I feel ancient now.
Yeah, absolutely. I was speaking to Dave McPherson the other day, actually, and he said, "Oh, well, what was it last time? It was the 15th year anniversary, wasn't it?" I'm like, "No, sorry, mate. That was 10 years ago. We are so old."
But it's a great shout, and it's a great about 20 years for a band to still be going as well is very impressive because
And
not
then,
many
yeah,
bands make
still
it that long.
fantastic live band as well. Dave's got an incredible voice.
Yeah, In Me only recently played Southampton with Raging Speed on end of last year. I think it was. We went. It was a
Yes.
great show. But the one of the big acts that you've got headlining, which is just massive, is Sleep Token. I mean, that is a monumental booking for the headliner festival.
Wow, funny you should say that. We booked them before the hype, and we had a lot of very sweaty conversations around whether or not we'd made a terrible mistake. And luckily, we hadn't. It's paid off and it's worked out really nicely. But at the time of the booking, sort of mid last year,
Yeah, because I mean, we did the bulk of the booking later than we would have liked to have done as well. We were pushing to get the event live in September, whereas normally we would go live straight after the previous event. But obviously, there wasn't a previous event, so yeah, September. It was. I think everyone knew they were going somewhere, but convincing our partners that they were headliner material was a bit of a leap of faith on their part, I think. But yeah, thankfully, we've been vindicated.
Yeah, because they are.
So. They're a solid band.
Oh, they're incredible band, and they're bringing their whole headline set to the festival as well. So what folks saw at Brixton last month is going to be the same as what we see in Portsmouth in a venue half the size. So it's just going to be mind blowing.
Yeah, we saw them in Bristol. We went, and they're just incredible. And my friends saw them at Bloodstock. I want to say last year or maybe the year before, and they were like, they had one of the biggest crowds in the tent that they've ever seen. They seem to capture, like, everyone is just captivated by them, and their live performances are, well, they're next to none. No one else is doing anything like what they're doing.
I saw them at Download in a tent at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and even then I thought, yeah, this is going to do something.
Yeah,
and that must have been, well, yeah, pre-pandemic. That must have been about 6 or 7 years ago now.
But yeah, that is an amazing, and also Skindred are by far one of the best live bands this country has to offer. Like, Benji is so much fun, and he commands the stage like not many other people do.
Yeah, absolutely. And from it's a personal choice for me as well, because they were one of the first major artists I promoted as a promoter all the way back in 2001, back when they were still just their first album. So yeah, we go back a long way. So it's really good to have them back. Yeah.
And it would be great to see them. How is it working with the joint headliners? Because obviously, how is the bill being split? Is it the case? Because obviously, I'm assuming they're both using the main hall to headline in, or is there?
No, there's two separate stages.
Two separate stages.
We've got an outdoor stage, yeah.
Oh, okay. Whereabouts does that
go? Not just two. There's 5 stages in total. Yeah. So we've got the main auditorium, which you will have Sleep Token headlining, and then what will now be named the Total Rock stage. Outside will be Skindred headlining. Then we have the Down for Life Music record label stage inside, which is a 200 cap room. And then on the other side of the building, we have the Out of Line record label stage as well, which is another 200 cap room. And then we've got a VIP acoustic stage upstairs in the Frida Swain Lounge. So there's something for everybody. Everywhere.
I didn't even know the Guildhall was that big. Like, it's big stages everywhere else.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to find out.
So, who on the lineup have you seen everyone on the lineup, or is there somebody you haven't seen that you're excited to see?
There's quite a few. We've been quite lucky in that we've got lots of subgenres in there. So we've absolutely 100% listened and researched every single act that we've got on the bill. Not all of them we've been fortunate enough to see. Obviously, coming out post-pandemic, some of these bands have been either started during the pandemic or have just sort of started post-pandemic, and we've been quite restricted in the shows that we can go to because we've got our own promotions and our own shows going on. So we're constantly busy. I'm very excited to see The Bottom Line, which is our friend Tom Newton, who also looks after Teddy Rocks.
Yep.
And then I'm very keen to see St Agnes, who I know you've seen multiple times, but
yes, another one of our kind of callbacks to old, because John from St Agnes used to be in a band called Plastic Toys, who actually played the first ever Takedown back in Salisbury in 2008, I think it was, or maybe 2009. So yeah, there's some good nods to the past there.
Yeah.
But I think Ithaca are another big one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So Ithaca was one of the bookings that I was really happy about, and I'm desperate to see them. Absolutely love Jamila and her voice, so I think she's going to blow us away.
I'm a bit of an old hand, so I've seen almost everyone on the bill, I think. I'm quite interested to see Punk Rock Factory finally, just to see what all of the hype is about, and if they're as ridiculously tight as I've heard they are. I know they're good lads, so I know them all from other projects. So yeah, that should be quite fun. I'm just trying to think of some of the other sort of curveballs in there.
Red Method you haven't seen before.
Yes, yeah. Looking forward to seeing those guys for sure. But yeah, I think it's like Heart of a Coward in a 200 capacity room is going to be quite ridiculous as well. So,
yeah, I mean, I can confirm Punk Pop Factory are outstanding. They were at the Bloodstock that I was at, and considering it's Bloodstock, they somehow got the crowd going with covers of pop songs, and it was amazing. They are,
I think it's one of those bands that people don't realise they already love until they've seen it.
Yeah, extremely clever bunch of guys.
That'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, the lineup is looking solid, and I love the fact that you've got so many South Coast acts as well, because you've got my friends in Slacker playing as well. They're from Southampton. We love those guys. The lineup is looking amazing. As an outside stage, that's going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing all these extra rooms at the Guildhall. I just thought there was bars. That was it. There was like the main room, and then bars either side. That's all I know. So that's going to be a lot of fun. You're already talking about 2024. So you said before that you do an announcement after the Takedown. So is that what's going to be happening this year? Are we looking at an announcement soon after?
Probably not immediate. No, we'll go on sale at this year's prices with a handful of tickets just to see what the interest is and get the ball rolling, and then we'll see where it goes. But again, we're gunning for some previous acts. That's all I can really say at the moment.
There's a big wish list.
Yeah, there's a big wish list, and a lot of the top ones are the ones that are still around from previous events. So that might give you a few clues.
I'm hoping that one of them is Bury Tomorrow, because I know they did it in the past, and obviously they're a big Southampton.
Yeah,
we
work really well with the local connection for sure. I know those boys well.
Yeah, and obviously they've just got the new album coming out this month or next month, I think it is.
Yes, new single out tomorrow.
Yeah. I love Bury Tomorrow. It'd be great to see them guys again. Thank you very much for your time. Really looking forward to it. So it's in April 8th, and there's still tickets left, isn't there? If people want to go.
Yep, still tickets. They're going quickly, but there are still some left.
So people need to get them now, because the two headliners you got alone are worth the money, because they're both ridiculous live acts. I've seen both of them. Skindred are just ridiculous. Benji is just a genius when it comes to being a stage presence, and then Sleep Token are just unworldly. I don't know how else to describe them. It's just it's an amazing watch, and I also love the fact that they have ridiculously heavy riffs, but also really poppy stuff at the same time. Yet they have a really metal fan base.
Yeah, I think it's a good indicator of where we're at, kind of with people's musical taste these days. I think they've tapped into the zeitgeist well. I firmly believe this is probably the last chance anyone will get to see them in a room this size as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think this is their first festival headline slot, isn't it? Actually,
I believe it might be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Certainly won't be the last.
No, I can see them headlining Bloodstock within a few years, or at least they should be with the way they're going. And like the new music's been ridiculous, as we'd expect. A really exciting lineup. Pop Punk Factory are amazing as well. Slacker, great. Seething Akira, I love those guys. As December Fools, they're a band I've never seen, and they're on my hit list to see, because I've heard really good things about them live. It's going to be really exciting to see what you've done to the Guildhall then, and what we can expect. And this, so whereabouts is the outside stage? Are you taking over the?
It's to the right hand side of the building as you look at it. So it's essentially two stages next to each other, separated by the outer wall.
Oh, okay, I know what you mean.
So There will be a full festival village with catering. So as you go outside of the venue, literally like an L shape around the front and wraps around the side will be catering and will be Harris fenced off, and you can walk through round to the second stage.
Yeah, proper festival vibes. It's not just a big gig in a building. It's the whole
whole 9 yards. Yeah. This sounds ridiculous, and I love the fact it's actually in my hometown as well. To bring such a like you said, there isn't anything like this on the South Coast, and we have been missing something like this for a long time. So to have it back is awesome, and yeah, really looking forward to it. I don't know what else to say, but this is a ridiculous sign up. And as soon as the first couple of bands were announced, everyone I knew was like, Takedown. Like everyone was like, yeah, we're going.
It's great. I mean, for us, that's what we like to hear. I mean, it's a passion project for us. It's got blood, sweat, and tears, and we don't always get to hear or see the love for it. Normally, we just pick up on some of the negative stuff we get on social media and take it personally.
3 days of grinding admin.
Yeah. But no, it's great that there is love for the event, and we're stoked to have everybody come and party with us. For us, we want it to be a great time for everyone. We want everybody to enjoy it. We want everyone to enjoy themselves and make sure that they get to see who they want to see, and it's done in a way that is professional and slick
and safe.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's exciting times, and it's good to know that we're already 100% likely to be back the following year, and hopefully in a couple of years people will be uttering Takedown in the same breath as Slam Dunk and Bloodstock and the other bigger festivals. So
that is a goal that I like to hear, and I'd love for it to come true, because like it is something we've been missing. It's something that actually, besides at this sort of size, there isn't any other festival, I don't think, in the country that is this sort of style, at least.
Yeah, I think there are a few kind of one-dayer events kind of set around venues, or maybe a sort of couple of stage events, but I don't think there's nothing quite on this scale, and certainly not in this part of the world either. So if we're able to grow that, or maybe extend it to multiple days, then we're going to be one of the biggest events in this part of the country, without a doubt.
That is amazing to hear. Thank you so much for your time. I'm really looking forward to the festival, and we'll see you on the 8th of April.
Thank you. See you there.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Cheers.